Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of the Dance of Death. Today's video was a request from one of you, my loyal subscribers. I do apologize that it has taken me so long to produce another video. Unfortunately, life keeps happening and getting in the way. However, you all have been so great to support my channel with subscriptions and views, so thank you. I really appreciate every one of you. Today, we are going to step out of Earth's boundaries once again, because today's video is from Star Wars VIII, The Last Jedi. This is the fight scene in the throne room, where Rey and Kylo Ren team up against the Praetorian Guards. This is easily one of the most poorly choreographed fight scenes that I have ever done, even worse than the duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. I don't know what it is about Star Wars and terrible fight scenes, but it seems to be far too common. Perhaps they are too focused on the CGI aspect of the videos, or perhaps they don't understand how a lightsaber would properly be used as a weapon. Either way, Star Wars fight scenes are generally poorly done. Because of this, there are multiple things to discuss in every sequence of the fight, so I will probably end up showing the same clips multiple times in a row to point out different aspects of the fight. With that in mind, let's get down to the fun. We will first focus on Rey's side of the fight. The first blow here is a problem. Look at where it lands. Neither Rey nor the guard struck at their opponent. They both struck way above their heads, not at each other. And then for the next couple of seconds, none of the guards strike at Rey at all. We don't see any flashes of clashing blades. Yes, this is slowed down, but I have taken that into account. The guards are just dancing around like this fellow twirling right in front of us. This is not necessary, and it is a huge waste of energy and time. And they are telegraphing their every move. And then, for some unknown reason, they just run away from Rey. I cannot find any reason why they would do this. Rey is displaying absolutely no skill with a lightsaber. She is using it like a baseball bat, and poorly, even for that. But for some reason, the guards give her space and allow her to stab one of their fellows. And then when they finally do get around to striking at Rey again, they all strike at the exact same spot. You know, so she can block all three blows with her single lightsaber. What they should have done instead is to have struck high, middle, and low, which would have enabled them to easily cut Rey down. And somehow Rey manages to kick all three of them with just one leg. Back to the beginning. Time to focus on Kylo's side of the fight. This first blow is a valid strike, but the guard telegraphed it so badly that Kylo should easily have been able to strike him first. Kylo seems unable to control his lightsaber. He's acting like it has a huge amount of momentum when lore tells us that lightsaber blades only weigh about 0.2 pounds. It should not be that difficult to control. This strike right here is just embarrassing. The guard charges like he is in a medieval battle, misses, and then just keeps going. And then the second guard does the same thing. Right after which, Kylo randomly stabs his lightsaber into the floor to deflect a blow that doesn't even start until after he has stabbed his lightsaber into the floor. I don't even know what the guards are doing at this point. One has locked blades with Kylo, while the other is just standing there. Yes, I know Kylo has his hand on the other guard's twin-bladed staff, but the guard should easily be able to wrest his weapon away from Kylo and strike him. But he doesn't. This punch should not be able to stun this guard through his helmet. Amazingly, these guards do actually strike high and low like they should, but naturally they miss. And then this guard commits one of the ultimate sins of martial arts, giving your back to the enemy. He had absolutely no reason to turn around, and the choreographers should know better than this. The classic whip versus fixed blade gimmick, and the slowly drawing the hero-heroine in gimmick. If I had the whip, I would not want to bring that lightsaber this close to my face. All Rey would have to do is turn the lightsaber 90 degrees, and she would slice right through his helmet. But she does not, preferring instead to perform an overly complicated under-the-arm movement that the guard should have been able to counter. Where has this guy been this whole time? Watch this guard's movement when he starts swinging the blades independently. He is very clunky, not smooth at all. This is a good movement by Kylo Ren. He is locked up with one guard and manages to move the lock down to deflect a second blow. But the follow-up makes no sense. The guards push him a short distance, then stop, then somehow he is able to outmuscle both guards, and then surprise a third that is looking right at him. We've come to a bit of a lull in the fighting, so let's get past it. Kylo Ren is still swinging wildly, no discipline to his form at all. And here, why is the whip guy swinging so far above Kylo's head? Yes, Kylo is ducking, but he has been ducking for a couple of seconds by this point, and it would make much more sense to swing lower anyway. Kylo is smart right here to use his enemy's weapons to defend himself. But then here, Kylo has the perfect opportunity to cut one of the guards in half, but he seems to go out of his way to avoid doing so. Rey is not controlling her weapon. This guard has much more focus and control than she does, and it is no surprise that he's winning their duel. If you cannot control your weapon, then you should not have one. Conservation and proper use of energy is imperative in a fight. This guard directly in front of us is dancing around wasting energy for no discernible reason. Kylo ignores a great opening here. Fights are by their very nature chaotic, but if you want to come out on top, you really need to be able to stay focused and see openings, especially obvious ones, like the one we just saw. There is no good reason for Kylo to drop his lightsaber here. A real master would not be so sloppy, and I can't understand why he would not pull it back with the Force. You do not want to be at a weapons disadvantage. We are supposed to believe that Rey's right arm has been trapped by this guard, but then she easily slips out when she drops her lightsaber to her other hand. The choreography makes no sense. If Rey could have slid her right arm out of the trap, the lightsaber would have followed and decapitated the guard. In any combat encounter, you have to be able to use all of your skills. Kylo has the Force and could easily force choke this guard or do some other Force power. Instead, he waits for Rey to throw him a lightsaber. In a fight, you cannot wait to be rescued. You have to do all in your skill and power to win. Thank you all for watching this video. As I said at the beginning, this video was a request from one of my subscribers. The next one that will be published is another request. The next video will be the final fight scene in Ip Man 3, which is the fight between Ip Man and Chong Tin Chi, dueling for the title of Grandmaster of Wing Chun. So look out for that video coming up soon, and if you have a fight scene that you would like to see, let me know in the comments.